Hey Denchbags, what's going on? It's Landon Remixes here, and welcome to the second edition of Rapid Fire Reviews. And now I'm literally going to have to rapid fire these out because I have to go soon to work, so I'm going to try to get these out as quickly as possible right now. Starting off, we've got the newest album from the duo 21 Pilots. It's called Blurry Face, and I was really hyped to hear this one. Actually, I was getting super hyped for the album. In fact, I heard it was really good, and it got a lot of really nice reviews. And I just listened through it, and basically it just kind of followed a pretty generic pop rap kind of formula when I was expecting some little bit more of alternative with rap mixed in, a little more of an experimental sound. Didn't end up living up to exactly what I was hoping it would be. Song Tearin' My Heart's pretty good, which is one of the lead singles off of it. The intro track, Heavy Dirty Soul, and other than these two that mainly stick out to me, I did enjoy a few others on this one, but the album was fairly bland and tracks started to sound a bit the same about halfway through, and I just wasn't super interested in this album after a while. I really wanted to get into it, but followed a pretty generic formula after I realized what they were doing with their sound, and I hadn't really listened to them much before, but I decided that this album just really wasn't worth the hype it was really living up to. For me, this record is a solid 5. The second rapid fire review album is Zomboy's new remix album, Resurrected, and I guess it can't really be considered a remix album per se because it does have two originals, the second of which is the closing track, I didn't really like that much. The title track, Resurrected, is also very good. On this, we get an all-star lineup on this. We've got the Prototypes, we've got DC Breaks, Dillon Francis, Must Die, Twine, I'm not sure if any of those names come to mind. Bro Safari, Rick Remedy, Barely Alive, which is one of my favorite dubstep duos, and most of these are pretty fine, but there are a few ones that are pretty bland, honestly, so I wasn't very impressed with Must Die's remix. He's actually my favorite dubstep producer, and what we ended up getting was something turning this kind of really hard electro, wobbly electro track, I might add, into this kind of wop 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 wop. Just not really interesting or hard in any way, which I had preferred to hear something like that from Must Die. It's different for him, and I appreciate him branching out a little bit, but really this remix just didn't make me very happy. My couple of favorites on this one are the remix from Barely Alive of Game Time, and we get another one from Twine of Brain Dead, and these ones are, I actually thought the remix from Twine was going, because I had heard a preview, I thought this was going to be the Must Die one, and I definitely enjoyed this sound a lot more than what we ended up getting with the dubstep remix of the electro track, and I definitely appreciated that, so didn't want to put this one as a separate review because it's just a remix album basically, and wouldn't be right to give this a terrible rating, but I'm going to give this a solid 6. Next up is the debut album from the Prototypes. This one's called City of Gold, and I definitely did enjoy this one. It was very good, pretty diverse. It's a drum and bass record, which you guys probably know from my reviews by now that I'm usually not crazy about drum and bass records. This one, for example, an album like Pendulum's Immersion, which is very diverse and has a lot of different styles and shows off different elements from different groupings and different cultures. It also brings a hard element and a soft element at the same time. This one kind of didn't really go that direction. It's got a really epic intro, and I love these kind of cinematic elements that they use. And they do use a lot of experimental sounds. One of my favorite tracks is actually Don't Let Me Go, which is one of the most generic drum and bass tracks on the record, but I did enjoy that regardless. A lot of these tracks are very nice and well written per se. But then again, quite a few of them are pretty generic and don't really follow the formula that I think they could have gone and just kept a track like Don't Let Me Go as the generic per se drum and bass track, and then gone to a little more experimental route and use these cinematic elements to make something truly irresistible. And like I said, this is one of the stick-out drum and bass records, and this is definitely probably one of my favorite drum and bass records that I've heard this year, right next to Spore's album, which is, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it the same exact rating, a solid 7. Following that is the debut album from Xylent. This one's called We Are Virtual, and I was kind of pushed away by the artwork on this one because it's kind of lame, and I don't want to judge anything. Don't judge a book by its cover ever. But once I did get into this, I ended up liking it more than I thought I would. I thought I wouldn't really like it that much, but in this album we get a lot of experimental sounds. The first about quarter, I think, of this record is pretty bland, but then we get some more experimental styles, some hard dubstep, and then once I get to the end of the record, I start to realize that most of this is very drop-centric, and he didn't really want to branch out from that style that he's popular for with drum step and dubstep. And I feel like other than this experimental sounds, which I think kind of pushed up my opinions of the record, I honestly didn't think this record was amazing. It got a little too drop-centric and followed a bit too much of an EDM formula for me to love, but it was fine, and I did like this album. Another 7.0. Finally is the debut EP from San Holo. This one's called Victory, and this one is definitely a victory, and I don't want to say that as in I think this is an amazing EP. It's definitely not bad. It's only got 3 tracks, which isn't extremely impressive, but Monstercat's been hyping this a lot as their newest EP release, and I'm not sure if it really deserved all the hype it got. Grabbit's EP, that one was definitely a great one, and I wanted to do a separate review for this, but you can't review much for a 3-track EP, and I have not much to say. The middle track, Hold Fast, that's the one that got the music video. I actually wasn't as crazy about that one as the other two. Shrooms, which takes on a little more of an experimental sound, and the title track, Victory, those ones were both very awesome. He mixes a lot of different styles and future bass elements to make something really awesome, and I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. I didn't necessarily hate the track Hold Fast, but definitely wasn't my favorite. And I think if he probably honestly could have extended this into more of an album or a smaller, shorter EP, somewhere around 5 tracks, using similar styles that he's used in his remix of Coco by OT Genesis. That one is one of my favorite remixes. Could have used some styles from that. Ended up just doing a 3-track EP, and like I said, it's not bad. I bought the whole EP, and it's pretty good. Like I said, definitely worth it to get the first and last tracks on this one. Not sure about the middle one. I don't know why Monstercat didn't pick Shrooms as the next one, but maybe they wanted the one with the vocalist to be the one that made 022, which is actually out today. So go get the new Monstercat compilation album. Probably not one of my favorites that they put out. Not really many tracks that have stuck out on it, but I always get the Monstercat albums just to support them and what they do, and my few friends on the label that I love seeing make their appearances on there. The Victory EP is a 7.5 for me. And like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this rapid fire reviews. Let me know if you want to see more of this. No one let me know that it was a bad idea. It didn't get that many views last time, but I think this is a good way to push out reviews and get stuff out without having to spend a lot of time. This week is finals week for me, so it's very hard to be pushing out content, and I'm actually not able to record all the reviews I wanted to today because of work and school and everything that's going on. But this is definitely something I enjoy doing, so let me know if you want to see more. I've got a few more reviews coming this week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.